Makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine. Even if you call me.
So one of the things that we're constantly talking about on this channel is the kind of pseudo Mary Sue character, right? The boss chick, can't do no wrong, smarter than everybody, better than everybody, stronger than everybody archetype that they keep putting in these films. And we have a lot of extensive conversation about it. And it's kind of surprising that Variety would let a clip like this out, but they actually did. And what's even more surprising is how much, well, I guess it shouldn't be surprising, is how much the outcry for these against these archetypes in Hollywood is spread so much that it's reaching some of these young actresses and actors in Hollywood. Okay, we already talked about the young guy who played Aladdin, who knew and predicted correctly that Little Mermaid would not make $1 billion. And now we're talking about someone like Jenna Ortega and Elle Fanning, who's also talking about it. It's going to be interesting to hear what they got to say. I'm surprised Variety let this out. I'm going to play it for you guys right here.
I don't know if you feel like this, but like I've been reading scripts. It's like they love describing women as like badass, strong, like, and they're always like coming into a room and like they know everything, and it's like, oh, that's a strong woman. It's like, I don't want to watch that. I'm not like.
First of all, I just want to point out this chick is adorable here.
That I'm not like that. Like, I love complicated women, and I want to play evil women, and that messiness is like that's what I feel like. I try to bring that into Catherine because she's not always right all the time.
Also, when you're watching a project, you want to feel like the characters or representatives that you're seeing of yourself on screen are relatable or attainable. And sometimes when you're constantly walking and there's cars blowing up in the background and things like that, it's cool and it's awesome. It looks beautiful, but I don't know anything about her. So it's hard to develop some sort of admiration or connection with women when they're written very two-dimensional and don't really give you women when they're.
I'm gonna make sure we're gonna go over what she just said.
Some sort of admiration or connection with women. Awesome. It looks beautiful, but I don't know anything about her. So it's hard to develop some sort of admiration or connection with women when they're written very two-dimensional.
Say it again.
Beautiful, but I don't know anything about her. So it's hard to develop some sort of admiration or connection with women when they're written very two-dimensional and don't really give you enough.
It's hard to develop any admiration for a woman when she's written very two-dimensionally.
Woman, you have to be this to be. It's like, again, putting us into a box again.
She talking about getting put into a box. So what do we always talk about? This idea that the best version of a woman is this strong, independent. Yeah, that's right. I said strong. You know what I'm saying? When you, sorry, I hit the bike. When you're writing a female character, when you're writing when you want to write a strong woman, you gotta say it wrong. You gotta spell it. You gotta say it like black people in the trenches. You don't say strong with a T. You say it with a K. You spell it with a K. Why do you do that? Because you want her to have flaws, okay? You want her to be vulnerable, because the problem is when you're creating these characters, people might not say it, but you're fighting against biology. Because even when women go to the theaters and watch this stuff, they don't even believe what you're doing. I don't know, like what she just said, walking with constantly with stuff blowing up in the background. Yeah, it looks cool and all of that stuff, but women don't believe in that shit. All right, women know deep down, hey, we got flaws and we got issues and we're catty and we're emotional and we kind of don't get along all the time and we do a lot of crazy things for men. Women can't relate to Captain Marvel. They just can't. They just can't do it. This bitch walks around stone-faced all goddamn day. She likes nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous, okay? It's ridiculous. And so when you're writing a strong female character, you need to take in consideration the things that make women special, the things that make women powerful. I'll give you a prime example. Remember, who's the first person you think of when somebody says Game of Thrones, okay? The first person you think of is Daenerys Targaryen. You might think Jon Snow next, but it's Daenerys Targaryen that you think of first. If you ignore season 8. Also, Cersei Lannister. Okay, these are the two of the greatest characters in all of TV history. In all of TV history, minus season 8, because they were awesome characters and they never had to lift a finger. Everybody, including me, feared Cersei Lannister, despite the fact that she never once had to pick up a single sword. She didn't have to fire a single arrow or any of that. Daenerys, everybody loved Daenerys Targaryen. She never had to lift a single finger. Now, she did call on a few dragons, but hey, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So just think about that. When you're writing a strong female character, stop. She don't have to beat up a room full of men. She don't have to know everything. She don't have to be smart. Daenerys made mistakes. Cersei made mistakes. You know, they weren't, I mean, obviously Cersei wasn't perfect. Daenerys was never perfect. Daenerys was vulnerable. She was in a relationship. She was in love with her nephew. But that's beside the point. So listen, you know, stop with the Mary Sue characters. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you very soon.
Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby.